Hello, Allah. Good evening, everyone. Are you able to hear me? Okay. Where is Hamira? Any idea she is joining or not? Oh, is it? Okay, then we'll continue in case she is missing means she may go through the video. Okay. Okay. So yesterday we were discussing about uh, testing terminology. That is nothing but tester acceptance testing or build acceptance testing is nothing but like smoke testing or sandy testing, then regression testing, retesting, ad hoc testing, monkey testing, gorilla testing. Then we discussed user acceptance testing, and finally manual testing and automation testing. Any questions, anybody on this one? Yeah, exactly. No. Automation tool also they cannot use Ashwini. Okay. So normally they, yeah. See normally Gmail application, if you take, you don't want any test cases, right? So you are using it for so many years. So you don't want to use any test cases. So very high level you can test, right? Exactly like that. Normally we never go for ad hoc testing. But remember, you don't have enough time. So at that time only we go for ad hoc testing. So who will go for? Entire team members cannot go for like again adapt testing. Why? Someone may be freshers or don't have domain knowledge. So very senior people who is working long time in that project, who are domain experts, only those people can go for like adapt testing. Okay. Yeah, any more questions? Okay. When you sent it out Uh, okay, so I forgot. Sorry. Uh, this is the one yesterday you sent, right? Oh, sorry. Uh, which email ID you sent? Software testing connect. This is Gmail only. Software testing connect or hi.features. That one you sent. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Good. What about others? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is first test case. Navigate gmail.com URL you can come up with. So verify successful login. I already told, right? So you have to come up with step by step. So verify compose mail me. Okay, okay. So here your point is composing an email. Click on successful login means you have to enter navigate gmail.com URL, enter correct username, enter correct password, click on sign in button. Like that, complete details you should come up with. Complete steps. Okay. Okay. So instead of 2cc, what you are validating here? Okay. So successful compose of an email for valid to field. Successful compose of an email for valid CC field. Like that? Yeah. Right. Okay. The test case name itself should clearly provide you the idea. Yeah, right. See, as soon as someone see this test case, what you are performing with that test case, that is what they have to get on. Okay. So verify CC. Yeah, to check if you can edit, delete, format. Yeah, that is fine. The cases whatever you come up with, these are valid scenarios, Sweta. Yeah, all are valid scenarios. Only the thing is you come up with very good scenarios, but only the thing is you have to come up with step by step, systematic way. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what. See, first time, even though you are aware of, see, we are doing wrong. That is human psychology. You know, right? But see what we are doing. Like that, if you practice again and again, like 10 days, you continuously practice. 11th day, automatically you will get it up. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, also, all this, that is what I'm trying to say. All these scenarios, you should come up with. Okay? All these scenarios are valid scenarios. Okay? Good. Okay. So tomorrow, please come up with a few more test cases. Okay. Compose mail only you come up with. The day after tomorrow you go for inbox. Okay. Yeah. Uh, yeah. All those one scenarios you come up with. Normally performance we don't come up with. But with the test case you have functionality test case. Those one itself you will use for performance test. Right. Okay. Right. Any more questions? Okay. Our next topic is like again very good interview questions and even very important topic, that is nothing but bug reporting and tracking. Okay. Bug reporting and tracking. So normally whenever you enter correct username, correct password, click on sign in button, so it should allow you to navigate to home page according to customer requirement. But let us assume it's not navigating to composite page, it's not navigating to Gmail home page. It should be an issue, right? Okay, so normally in our real life we will call it as a error, but with respect to testing industry we talk about means that one will consider it as a bug or defect. Okay, either bug or defect you can call it as. But these days people were calling even this one as a change request. What do you mean by change request is like today like while starting up the project, client will give you some requirements. Okay, so but day to day the IT industry is not that stable, right? So let us suppose he thought of at the time some functionality, but as situation changed, that requirement he have to make bit changes. Best example, earlier your username, password and uh, okay cancel buttons you are having. Client don't want work and cancel buttons, he wants sign in button. So if this is the situation, how client will come up to you is with the help of like change request. Okay, in the form of change request he will come up with. Okay, so normally that is the nothing but like change request. means existing functionality change. Okay, so nowadays even defect also you are considering it as like change request. Why? Is there any specific reason? The thing is like whenever you report a bug to development team, what they will be doing, they will be changing the existing code. Okay, you are getting change request from client. Even at that point of time, what developer is doing, he is changing the existing code. Okay, so either it is a bug or change request from client, any of the case he is updating the existing functionality. Okay, he's updating the existing code. Okay, so that is the reason these days defect also you are considering it as like change request. So if you think about it with respect to developer, there is no difference between defect and change request. But with respect to tester, if you think about it, there is a difference between defect and change request. So defect is nothing but issue, change request is nothing but like that is changing the existing functionality from client. Okay, so that is the reason these days defect also you are considering it as like change request. Okay, so this is nothing but like error, bug, defect or change request, all are nothing but synonyms. Once you go for an interview for confusion purpose, they may ask you like what is the difference between bug and defect, or somewhere in some material or in Google you may find like bug developers will call it as, defect testers will call it as. Absolutely wrong. Okay, so it's not like developers will call it as a bug or testers will call it as a defect. That is absolutely wrong. Okay, so all are nothing but synonyms, you have to say. So as soon as you get application, so as a tester what you will be doing, so your application is having 5,000 test cases means, so 10 resources are working, so per head 500 test cases will come across. So first week it will go for like maintenance, remaining 3 weeks of time you are having for executing whatever the 500 test cases got allocated for you. So these 3 weeks of time you have to execute all those test cases, right? So let us suppose while executing, you are executing like composable test case letters also. So you are trying to enter correct email ID for two field, correct subject, valid body, and click on send button. That is valid, right? But you are clicking on send button is not successfully composing an email. What will call it as? It is a defect. 100%. There is no doubt. So here it is deviating from your customer requirements. So it should be an issue. So as soon as you find an issue, you don't go and report it as a defect directly. There is some process. So what is the process you take to follow is like whenever you found any of the mismatch, okay, so you yourself try to review it once whether it is a bug or not. Okay, you yourself review it once whether it is a defect or not according to end user requirements, according to customer requirements. You think about it like whether it is a bug or not. That means you yourself review it once you get confident like it is a bug, then even you can discuss with your colleagues like your testers, immediate colleagues or senior testers, something like that. Even if there is a need, you can talk with development team as well. Okay, so development team also can talk, no issues, no further, no doubt. Okay, and not at all a problem. So then once you get confident whether it is a bug or not, then you can go ahead and report it as a defect. Okay, so only the thing is like final point is like you have to make sure it is a bug or not according to customer requirements. Once you confirm it as a bug, then you will go ahead and report it as a defect. Okay, so normally you can report a defect by using some tool. Most of the projects people were using like quality center or ALM, but so many open source tools also available. So what I do is like whenever you're going for like quality center, at that time I will show you like how you'll report it as a defect. Remember one thing, one tool you are able to report defect means any of the tool, same fields, same column, same process. Okay, even Bugzilla you are getting Bugzilla, Zira, or clearquest is from IBM. Like that, so many tools are available, but process will be same whatever the tool it is. You don't want to worry about that. So one tool, if you get expertise, okay, any of the tool you can use it up very easily. And even with respect to interview perspective, it's good to put in your resume like quality center. Okay, so once you confirm it as a bug, then what you have to do is like you have to so normally whatever the quality center you take, whatever the tool it is, you will be getting all these different fields. Those are nothing but like bug ID, bug description, status, author, creation date, severity, priority, reproducibility, attachments, developer assignee, environment 1, environment 2, environment 3, environment 4. Like the so many environments you may come across. Along with that one, repro steps. Okay, so repro steps, release. So these are the mandatory steps you will come across. If you remember during like test case creation also, for test case template I could have told you same scenario. These are the mandatory steps. Along with this one, you may come across so many other fields as well, but only the thing is these are mandatory fields. Are the which are the other fields you may come across is like severity, priority, like module, version, release, environment. Like there's so many fields you may come across, but all those fields are not like mandatory. Okay, very few fields are mandatory. Those one I will tell you like which fields are mandatory, which fields are optional. And even if you are not aware of some of the field, you don't want to worry. Project to project, the process will get varied. So you can very well ask with your project manager or test lead like for that field what I have to enter. Okay, so you don't want to worry even for that one. So before entering the project, which are the bug reporting process, they will define. Okay, then only they will follow, that is the process. Like that, before you getting assigning the project, they will guide you what is the bug reporting process they are following for that project. Okay, accordingly you will follow, don't want to worry. Okay. So like this, bug ID, bug description. Okay, we go one by one. Bug ID. Let us suppose you are having 1,000 defects already in your quality center. Then what you do? Okay, then what you do? Then it will get automatically increment by 1. That is 1,001. Bug description. At this situation, again, like whenever you are getting test case, how you will get test case name? As soon as someone sees that test case name, they should get to know what you are talking about the test case. Exactly like that. Even while giving bug description, you have to give in such a manner like as soon as they read it, they should get to know what exactly this defect is. Okay, so unable to compose an email with correct to field or something like that. Okay, unable to compose an email with valid to subject body fields. Clear and complete description you should provide. Then status another field you will come across. So that one I will tell you later. Then author. Who is author? Someone is writing book, so he is author for that novel or that book or that something. Exactly like that, you are reporting this defect, so you are the author. Okay, who is reporting defect? So he is the author. Then creation date. So today you are creating a defect means today's date will get popular automatically. Okay, so today you are reporting defect means in quality center today's date gets populated automatically. Okay, environment one means what is the environment? Like release you can go for release 100, 200, 300, 400 is there, right? So which environment you are executing? Environment two. You may go for like database environment or operating system environment. So which operating system environment? That is environment two. Database environment. So environment three. Okay, if it is browsers environment also applicable, then browser environment four. Like that, depends on the requirement. They may come up with how many fields you want. Then priority and severity again I will explain you later. As of now, you just remember. Then reproducibility. Whether the issue whatever you come across, whether you will be able to reproduce that defect or not. That is what you try to validate. So that is nothing but like a reproducibility. Okay, reproducibility. So whether you will be able to reproduce some defects, you may come across like sometimes you'll be able to reproduce, but sometimes you cannot. Best example, if your internet is slow, you're trying to working with your Gmail application, internet is very slow. At that time, it will give you sometimes like internet is slower than as usual. Do you want to load like HTML kind of view or yeah, as usual? You could have watched that link, right? That message. Okay, but that is also issue. But if you report it as a issue, let us suppose whenever developer is reporting at the time that issue may not occur. If that is the case, you are given like reproducibility yes, then it should be problematic. Even in real time, whatever the project you are working for your application, you may come across this kind of issues. At that time, if you give like yes, it will be problematic. So that is the reason reproducibility. How much percentage? Percentage basis also you can give. How tremendously, how repeatedly you will be able to. What is the like stability of that application? That defect. Okay. So 10% of the cases, or 20%, or 30%, 40%, like that also you can give. Okay. So and another thing is like before starting up the project, the bug reporting process they will define, right? So there, these thing also they will consider. So which are the repeatable reproducibility steps they have to come up with. If they are coming up with like yes or no, at the time you'll be setting up only yes or no. Normally, if it is unable to reproduce, then you don't report it as a defect. You don't report it as a defect. Okay. So that one depends on the process and the project. So they will definitely guide you like what is the process they are following for that project. Accordingly, you have to follow. Okay, so instead of explaining any of the issue or something like that, as soon as they see screenshot or picture, they will be able to understand very clearly and easily, right? So that's why it's always best practice to take screenshot of that issue and report it to this defect. Okay, so it's always good to attach the screenshot. These days your quality center itself have attached feature, so you can capture the screenshot with your quality center itself. Okay, Then another important field is like developer assigning, means who is responsible for fixing this defect. Who is responsible for fixing this defect? So that is nothing but developer who is developer assigning. So normally, if you are aware of who is taking care of this functionality, you can assign him directly. Let us suppose you are not aware. Then what you will do? You try asking your colleagues or someone. He may guide you. Even that is also not helping you. Then what you do? You can assign your development lead or test lead. So development lead may have idea about like who will be responsible for fixing that bug, right? Then he will reassign. Okay, so that is nothing but like developer assigning. Then another important thing you will come across, that is nothing but repro steps. In order to reproduce the issue whatever you are reporting, how developer have to reproduce, what are the steps he have to follow for reproducing this defect, means simply your test case steps, right? So for this one, what are the steps you will follow? Click on compose mail button, so enter correct email id, enter correct subject, enter valid body, and click on send button. Expected, supposed to successfully send an email, but error. Actual what's happening is throwing some error. So whatever the error is throwing, that is the error, you can write it down. Okay, so that is nothing but like repro steps. The idea is very simple. Whatever the issue you are reporting, developer how to reproduce, means what are the steps he have to follow. Those are nothing but like repro steps. Those are nothing but repro steps. Clear, right? If you have any questions at the end of our class, you can define, just take a note. Okay, then severity and priority. So while discussing bug reporting process, so severity and priority and even status also we left. We see what are those severity and priority. Severity. Severity is nothing but like intensity or impact. Priority is nothing but importance. By taking one example, I will tell you. So this Saturday, coming Saturday or Sunday, let us suppose Sunday, you have planned to go to movie with your friends. Okay, you are booked tickets and everything done, but Sunday reached. Sunday morning, you are getting ready for starting movie with your friends. By the time, within your family, one of your family member got severe. At the time here, my point is you have two tasks. Whether you will take them to hospital or you go to movie as usual you planned. Which one you will take care? Which one is impacting your life, that one will take care first, right? So first you will take them hospital, movie is there next week, so friends also there next week, so you can plan next week, right? So like that, depends on the situation, time to time, whenever you have two tasks, may get priority may get varied. So here depends on the impact, so priority depends on the severity, priority will get varied. Two tasks are there in front of the developer, two tasks are there, so which task he is going to fix first, that is nothing but priority. Okay, five bugs were there, which bug he is going to fix, that is nothing but priority. But how he will prioritize that one, that one depends on severity, how that issue is impacting the tester responsibility, tester role. Okay, so this one, instead of telling like theory, by taking example I will explain you, you will get understand very clearly. So severity normally is nothing but like impact or intensity. So with respect to tester, will give it up. Normally we can give like high, medium, low, or critical, major, minor. But the terminology again may get vary from project to project. Okay, so but seems like this only. So which terminology you have to use for severity and priority, that is the one, depends on the project. So before starting up the project, all management people sit together and decide what is the terminology they have to use for severity. Okay, so exactly like the priority depends on importance. So with respect to developer, will give it up. So this one also will give it a like high, medium, low, or critical, major, minor. Along with that one, fix it up immediately, fix it later, very high, high, medium, low, very low. What is the terminology they are coming up with? Exactly like that. You have to fill up accordingly. Whatever the bug it is you are reporting. Okay, so severity is nothing but like impact or intensity. Priority is nothing but intensity. So by taking example I will explain you. Severity is nothing but like high, priority is nothing but high. Okay, so okay, severity is high, priority is high, means what does it mean? Severity with respect to tester, priority with respect to developer. Let us assume you got application or new build for testing. Whenever you get new build, you are trying to launch the application with the help of URL. Let us assume you are trying to launch the application with the help of URL, whatever they provided. But you are unable to launch. Let us assume. Then how you go ahead with your testing activities? You cannot. Your work, not only your, all testers work got blocked. It's impacting your daily activity. So severity how you'll give with respect to tester, right? So it's impacting your daily activity. So severity you should give high. So if it is impacting this many people and this many tasks, is developer what he have to do? Whatever the task he is having, temporarily he have to put them aside and have to take this bug and fix it up immediately at any cost. That is the reason priority also you can give high. Okay, so URL launching the application is itself not working. Then it's completely blocked testing activities. URL is not working means you cannot go ahead with your testing activities. So what you have to do? You have to give high severity. Then developer have to fix this issue immediately at any cost. Okay, so this is one example you can give for like severity is high and priority is high. Any another example? Like login. Even login also not working. This is also blocking entire testers roles and responsibilities, right? Enter testers work completely blocked, right? So even at this point of time you can go for like high severity and high priority. Even Gmail, if you take compose mail, also not working. For this one also you can go for high severity, high priority. Okay, so this is nothing but like high severity and high priority. Then severity is high and priority is low. First we try to understand which situation. Severity is high means it's blocking testers work. Still developer can fix that issue later. Which kind of issues you will give? You understand, right? Severity you are giving high means it's blocking or if this defect is impacting testers functionality. Still, developer can fix it up later. When you go for, think about it, means like whenever you have alternatives, during that time only you can go for like high severity and low priority. By taking example, I will explain you. Let us suppose your manager is in US, you are in India. Here in US is end of the day means in India. Sorry, here is end of the day. Here in US is starting of the day means in India is end of the day. So what are the tasks you perform today? You have to uh, give your status to your manager and go home. So that's what you are in India. So you are telling who is in your manager like today, whatever the issue you found during your testing activities, today you found an issue, a defect. That is the defect you are trying to talk over communicator. Chatting feature will be there, right? So G talk like that. Every company they try to maintain their own messenger, but Microsoft Messenger on link or communicate only people who are using most of the companies, or some companies they are using their own internal messenger, or some companies they are using G talk as well. Okay, so you are trying to communicate over chat. You are trying to explain your level based about that issue, but your manager is not understanding. Okay, so at that point of time suddenly he asked you to send the screenshot. Through communicator you can send a screenshot very well. Let us assume at that point of time the attachment is not working. Then it should be your manager asked you means you should send it at any cost, but it's not working. So it's impacting your daily activity. So you can give high severity. But by considering which factor you will give low priority, you can send it through email, right? Through Outlook or Gmail or some another mail. You have alternative at this point of time. So wherever you have alternatives, so at that point of time you can go for like severity is high and priority is low. Okay, so, so this is nothing but like severity and priority. And remember another thing, if you go for interview they may ask you like can you tell me one scenario like high severity and low priority. At that time remember, if they are asking this 100% damn sure question, if you are going for interview means they will definitely ask you, there is no doubt, related to bug reporting and tagging or bug reporting process. So 2 or 3 questions definitely they will ask you, there is no doubt. Okay, so at that time how you can ask, what are the examples here I am saying, you can answer them. But if they are asking you commonly means these are the examples you can say. But if they are asking your application specific, what is the project you are planning to put in your resume, that is a project related. So in your recent project what are the high critical bug you found, just describe. At that time you cannot see these examples. So at that time you have to be prepared like each and every scenario like severity high, priority low. 5 defects, you be prepared exactly like the severity high, priority low, 4 or 5 bugs. Okay, exactly like that. Severity low, priority high, severity low, priority low. For all these combinations, 5 bugs you prepare while going for interview. It will be easy for you, and it is 100% damn sure question. There is no doubt. Okay, so that is nothing but like high severity and high priority. Another example you can go for like you are typed 100 pages. You're trying to click at save button, but it's not saving. So 100 pages again you have to type means it's very hard, right? Okay, so is there any alternative? There are so many alternatives like file save option you can use, or control yes shortcut key you can use, something like that, right? So you have alternative. So even at this point of time you can go for high severity, high priority. Sorry, low priority. Okay, so exactly like that, low severity and high priority. Low severity means it's not at all impacting your daily activity. but still developer should fix that issue immediately. Your company name is misspelled. Company name ICICI Bank, spelling is wrong, so it doesn't impact your functionality. You can very well continue with your testing activities. Still, developers should fix it up immediately. Why? It's company prestigious issue, right? So company name itself something wrong means as soon as client sees, end user sees, they'll get very bad impression. That is the reason they should fix this issue immediately, even though it doesn't impact your daily activities. Okay, so company name is misspelled, or even another situation like company logo is wrong. Company logo doesn't impact your functionality, your daily activities, but it's a prestigious thing for client. That is the reason they should fix that issue at any cost immediately. Another example, if you take like forgot password feature is not working. Forgot password. It's not working means it doesn't impact your functionality, your daily activities. Still, developers should fix that issue immediately. Why? End users they forgot password. They are unable to set their unable to reset their password letters also. Then it will be very bad, right? So by considering these factors, they should fix that issue immediately at any cost. Okay, so this kind of situation like you can go for low severity and high priority. Then all of like user interface related bugs, you can go for user interface defects like username spelling is wrong, password spelling is wrong, or the length and width are not maintaining same. So like this kind of like UI related issues, you can go for severity is low and priority is low. So this is nothing but like severity is high and different combinations of like severity and priority. Then only one thing we left, that is nothing but like status. Okay, status. Whenever you are reporting a bug, initially the status of that bug will be new. While performing regression testing, if you find any mismatch, means your application not meeting customer requirements. So you yourself review it once whether it is a bug or not. Once you review it once whether it is a bug or not, then once you get confirmation, then you will report it as a defect. So at that point of time, initially the status of that bug should be new. Okay, so in your quality center, as soon as you submit whatever the fields you have, like all these things you will enter, and finally submit button will be there. Submit button. So as soon as you click a submit button, it will automatically send out an email to all responsible developers as well as testers. Okay, so once you fill up like first bug id, bug description, author, creation date, developer, assign a severity, priority, then you click on submit button. As soon as you click on submit button, it will send out an email to all respective people. You also get an email, even developer also get an email. As soon as he get an email, he again review it once whether it is a bug or not. If it is really a bug, what he do is like he will open that as a bug and assign himself, or he is having some work, he may assign it to somebody else who is having bandwidth. Okay, so he may have less workload, to whom to him he may assign. Okay, so he changed the status to open means he accepted that as a bug. Okay, and the defect should get assigned who is going to fix that. Once this gets assigned, So depends on the priority and severity. Whatever the bug priority and severity you are setting up, depends on the priority and severity, they will fix and change the status to fixed. Once they fixed, then what you have to do, they will make it as a new build to you. Then you have to retest if it is really fixed, that is you no longer reproducible. Then what you do is like you'll close that defect. Whenever you find an issue, you'll report it to that developer. So at the time the status of that book should be new. So whenever you submit, your quality center automatically send out an email. So once developer get an email, he again review it once whether it is a bug or not. If it is really a bug, he will accept that as a bug and he will get assigned. So once that bug gets assigned, depends on the priority and severity, he should fix it up, that is true, at a specific point of time. Once he fixes, then he changes the status to fixed. Once he fixed, then and in middle he may come up with like ready for build. Another status ready for build. Okay, he may change it to ready for build. So once ready for build means, then installation team what he do is like he will try to install. Once installation done, the status will change it to fixed. Once fixed, as a developer, as a tester, what you have to do is like you have to retest that one, and if it is really fixed, you have to close that as a defect. This is the high level flow you will come up with for bug life cycle. Let us suppose you have reported it as a bug, but it is not really a bug due to some reason. Let us assume. So at the time, what he do? He will reject it as a bug. He will reject that bug. Okay. So you are reporting a bug. He is rejecting means what does it mean? Sometimes it may happen, but not always. You have reported 20 defects. One defect it may happen like that. But you have reported 20 defects, 15 defects, he is rejected. Then you should definitely improve your domain knowledge. You are not good tester. Okay? So once in a while it may happen, but not always. So sometimes it may happen like misunderstanding of requirement. So at the time he may reject that defect. So with valid reason. If it is genuine reason to reject the defect, then you have to accept another option. At the time he will reject that bug. Okay, so that is nothing but like a reject not reproducible. Sometimes what will happen is like one defect you were reported, but developer fixed another defect. Fixed, see, you were reported 1000th defect, let us assume 1010 defect, developer, sorry, let us suppose 1000th defect is a 1050 defect you are reported, but in process what happened is like 1000 defect he was fixed. That fix impacted 1050 defect also. At that time he will ask you again like try to reproduce me. At the time you cannot reproduce. At the time even that is also another situation for rejecting. Okay. So that is reject. Just give me a minute. I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay. Okay. So normally if you are unable to reproduce the defect means either of the issue, either of the issue he will reject it as a bug, or change request is mismatching or misunderstanding. Even at the time also he can reject, or it is invalid completely. Even at that point of time also he may reject that defect. Okay. So another situation like one defect you are opened, your colleague also by chance reopen another defect, let us also. You were reported one defect, but by chance your colleague also came across that issue and reported the same defect. At that time, what developer can make it? So new defect, whatever you friend your colleague reopened, okay, that one what I can do is like duplicate bug. Developer can mark this kind of defect as duplicate. Okay, So this is another case. And another case you may come across like one defect, let us suppose 1000, you were open in release 500. 600 developer fixed that defect. So 700, 800, 900, release 1000 working fine absolutely. But release 1100, that issue again reproducible. Again you are getting letters also. At this point of time, what you do? You will report it as a new defect or open the existing defect. What you do? Whatever the process your project is following, that is the one you can follow. Okay? Either you can open it as a new defect or existing defect you will reopen. You can create new defect or existing defect you can reopen. But one thing you remember, most of the cases you will go for reporting it as a new defect. Most of the cases. Why means sometimes depends on the bug fixes you will get money from client. How many bugs you are fixing depends on that one, you will get money from client. But if you reopen the existing bug, if this is the situation, you don't get money from client, right? So that's why it's always best practice you report it as a new defect. Another case like you are reported as a defect, it is really a defect, but client don't want that feature immediately. Client don't want that feature immediately. So after 6 months or 1 year he want those kind of bugs. What he will report it as like deferred. Deferred means developer accepted that as a bug, but he is going to fix that bug later after some point of time. Like when client really require that feature, only at that time he is going to fix. Okay, so sorry. So these are the bug status you will come across in your bug lifecycle. This is nothing but like your bug lifecycle. Okay, new, open, assign, fixed, ready for build. Another one also you may come up here: ready for build, retest, close, reopen, deferred, duplicate. Okay, so these are the different bug status you will come across. This is nothing but like your like what is bug, what is error, what is defect, what is change request, bug reporting process, different scenarios for like severity and priority, then bug lifecycle. Okay, any questions? No, that is what whenever you get as soon as you get application new build, you will be performing regression testing. While performing regression testing means you are executing specific test case. That test case, yeah, 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 yeah. That is also you can say mistake in error. That is see knowledge, some material or something like that. But if you say like this, it is real time practical oriented. Okay, that is what you will be doing, right? You're doing this is the stuff. Whenever you get application new build, what you're doing, you're performing regression test. That means you're executing test case. So by executing test case, if you are finding any mismatch, that is nothing but like error. That is nothing but issue. Okay. Yeah, exactly. New to closed and deferred. These are the different status are there, right? Exactly in the similar manner you can explain. Right, 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 right. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that is what yes or no you will be having. Along with this one, you may come up with more options. Along with yes or no, you may come up with like 10%, 20%, 30%, like that. More options you may come up with. At that time, how frequently you are getting this issue, you can give. Okay, so 10% of the cases are 20, like that. According field, you can say that. Yeah, right. Yeah. No, no, I'm not getting your question. Yeah, no, yeah, 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 right, right, yeah, yeah. Then reopen. Yeah, reopen. You will change the status to reopen. Yeah. Fixed or closed. You will close the defect. Okay, closed. Okay, you have any questions? Means you can ask me in tomorrow's session. Actually, some another batch 7:30 already they may be waiting. Okay, sorry for that. Tomorrow, whenever we are starting, we can. Okay, thanks for it. See you. Bye bye.